Thanks so much for listening to Cinephile as we continue. I'm Adnan Virg, joined by special guest Norm MacDonald.
Wait, why is Jeff Goldblum on?
Well, yeah, sometimes we have all these TVs up here in the studio. There's maybe a story about Goldblum going on. He's looking kind of creepy there, isn't he?
Yeah, usually you can tell by the picture
that something's happened to him.
because he's in a bathroom. There's a picture of him in a bathroom.
Yeah, I think he must be selling something, right? Because it's a Goldblum.
Yeah,
for those listening,
look at his muscles.
It's a Goldblum 8x10. There's pictures of
used to
maybe
say
he's
he
coming to
had
Connecticut.
He told me a story, but I guess I'm not at liberty really to.
That's okay.
I'll tell you off pod.
Please do. 2 Canadians here.
Yeah, that's right.
You're the second Canadian to be on the podcast. Will Arnett was the first.
Will Arnett.
Do you know Will at all?
Where's he from?
He's from Toronto,
okay.
And he's right in the city. You were born in Quebec City, but you grew up in Ontario?
Yeah, Quebec City is all French, and we were English. So, the English hate the French, and the French hate the English.
Right, the Quebecois.
So, I was born with the Quebecois around, and my dad, you could go to school, you could either learn French or Latin. So my dad would not let me learn French because he was so afraid that I would, take up with a French girl or something like that. So I learned Latin, and that doesn't help you that much in Quebec City, where there's a lot of French and no ancient Romans.
But I will say this: Montreal is more bilingual. Like Quebec City, is very much French.
No, Montreal is English.
In Montreal, if you go there, you speak English, you feel fine. People get terrified. They go, "Oh my God, I don't know the language. I don't understand."
Oh no, Montreal is very cosmopolite.
The reason I mention this is last week you met Donald Trump.
I did.
The Tonight Show.
I sort of met him.
Well, how big are his hands?
I didn't really shake his hand.
Okay,
this is what happened. I have met him before, and he does have gigantic hands. It's like shaking the hand of a Holstein cow. No, but this is what this is the true thing that happened. There's like about 4 minutes difference because I had to follow him, So he leaves in the hall, and I'm in the hall, and I'm going to go on, right? I'm the second guest. First time ever I'm the second guest, thanks to Trump. So I see Donald Trump, so I say, Donald, can I get a picture? Can I get a picture? So he turns to me, and he goes, hey, points at me, He goes, big smile. He goes, just give me 1 minute, and we'll take a picture. So I go, thanks. Then he turns around. He has a Secret Service, and he walks down the hall and gets in an elevator. He just
Donald Trump completely stiffed you.
Yeah, he said in a minute, and then he left the building.
The oldest trick in the book. Give me 1 second. I'll be right back.
Exactly.
Just standing there at a ball game. Can you sign my ball?
Oh my God!
Well, the reason I mentioned this,
I remember Euchre. I was with Euchre in a booth, in Arizona. It was a spring training, and so all the fans were trying to reach up, to hand him balls to sign, So Euchre would sign a ball, and then he'd hand it to me. He goes, "Here, fucking sign it." So I go, "No, I don't want to sign. Like they don't want me to sign." He goes, "Sign it, man." So I go, all right. So I'd sign the ball, and then the guy would get it. I'd go, oh. Like, I completely devalued what value Euchre had just put on the baseball.
That's not true. It's more value with that.
Probably worth less than an actual baseball at that point.
I want to get your thought. This is why I'm considering
a store-bought baseball.
Because as Canadians, we're not allowed to vote in this country.
No, we can't vote.
And people keep saying, no, you have to. Barry Melrose is like, no, you have to apply for U.S. citizenship so you can vote. This is the most important election of our time. And I looked up the rule. I don't know if you ever went this far, but in order to apply for U.S. citizenship, there's a caveat there, Norm, that says you must renounce all loyalty to any other country. And I said, hang on a second. Like, I'm proud to be an American, but I'm a proud Canadian.
You can't be a dual citizen?
No, it's you can, but you have to renounce loyalty to Canada.
Oh, I see.
I don't want to renounce loyalty.
Yeah.
Is that your reasoning as well, that you've never...
No, my reasoning is that the test is way too hard. You know what I mean?
How many Supreme Court justices are there?
How many stripes on the flag? I don't know. Like, our flag has a leaf. Like here, a flag is so important. Like you can't burn it. Oh, you can't burn the flag.
You have to stand for it.
Yeah, Canada. It gets cold. You burn the flag. I mean, there's a leaf on it. It almost invites incineration.
Especially like the prairie provinces. They don't really. In Saskatchewan, go ahead.
Yeah.
OJ,
the Saskatchewan Roughriders and the Ottawa Rough Riders.
8 teams in the
Eight
CFL,
teams.
and both had the same nickname for years.
Two of them.
The first question Americans would always ask me.
Yeah,
They ask about
but there's
Don
no
Cherry.
answer to it.
No, there is no answer. It's just a really good name, though. I don't think there's
fantastic name. It's
Yeah.
also an American name because Teddy Roosevelt and the Rough Riders. So
Very
I don't know how it came to Canada, but no one has the answer to the question.
Your brother's a journalist at CBC, isn't he?
Yeah,
You
yeah.
should ask him.
Yeah, he should do it like a documentary and try to figure it out because no one has the answer. I've seriously asked people. They're like, they laugh, and I go, no, but seriously, yeah, it's funny because he used to listen to football games on the radio.
Mm-hmm.
It would be very confusing because they'd be going, the Rough Riders have it at the 5-yard line. Bad news for the Rough Riders. If the Rough Riders get it here, the Rough Riders are in big trouble. You go, what the? What's going on?
So SNL Weekend Update, you were tremendous, and so much of it was not only your delivery but also your fearlessness, and it's one of the greatest jokes ever. I encourage everybody to go look it up. Norm was talking about Lisa Marie Presley and Michael Jackson, and he said they've split up, citing irreconcilable differences. She's more of a stay-at-home mom. He's more of a homosexual pedophile.
Oh, that's a terrible thing to say.
You were fearless. Like, did you have any?
I remember Lauren saying, you better, if you don't want to be sued by Michael Jackson. And I go, no, but secretly I did. I was like, oh my God, that'd be the coolest thing ever. It'd be like, and now Michael Jackson versus Norm. I'd be like, oh my God, this is, cool. How could that not be good for your career?
But Don Ohlmeyer, because he was buddies.
Don Ohlmeyer was for the folks at home.
Right.
Was the executive in charge of entertainment for the entire network of NBC.
And only because you were making scathing, hysterical jokes at O.J. Simpson's expense, who's now back in the news because this show was a huge hit.
He's back in the news.
Well, the show, I should say, his name is back in the news. Like the Emmys, Sarah Paulson won, the show won.
What show? Oh,
People versus O.J. Simpson.
Right.
And then the O.J. documentary, 30 for 30,
yes,
which is on ESPN. And I think you should get more praise for the fact you were attacking him, rightfully so. And just because Ohlmeyer was buddies with him, was like, hey, you can't touch O.J. It's like, well, what do you mean? Like
yeah, why wasn't I in that movie?
Oh, the 30 for 30. That's true, actually.
Or the 30 for 30. Yeah, they could have put that on. Or the drama. You know what I mean?
Yeah. People versus.
They could have had like Jay Moore going, hey, what's going on?
Could have had.
Hey, Lisa Marie Presley. That hilarious impression.
David Letterman needed a Bette Midler moment that final week, and he got it from you.
Oh, that's what I was thinking.
Because and it was so great. I watched it again.
Not that I meant to cry. No, I didn't mean that, but I wanted to do one of his jokes. That was my idea.
It was awesome. It was amazing what you did. You went on, you were stand-up. It was the final week of Dave's show, and you said growing up in, I love this, by the way, you said growing up in Toronto, Canada. Nobody ever says Toronto, Ontario.
Yes.
They like to make it very plain.
They do.
Toronto, Canada.
They do, yeah.
And you said there's a joke that Dave used to tell. You tell it. You know the joke.
It was on a show called 90 Minutes Live, hosted by Peter Zosky. And the guests were Ricky Jay and David Letterman. And I was in the audience, the young teenager. And his joke was, I was driving down the street the other day, and in front of me was a garbage truck. And on the back of the garbage truck was a tiny sign that said, "Please do not follow too closely." One of life's simple pleasures, ruined by a meddling bureaucracy, ladies and gentlemen. Remember the old days when Dad used to pile the kids into the station wagon and we'd go out and follow a garbage truck?
You then turned to Dave and you said, we know Mr. Letterman does not like the mawkish or the sentimental, but if something is true, then it is not that. And Dave, I love you.
Yes, that I didn't mean to say those exact words. I certainly didn't mean to say I love you. But yeah, that was I just thought at that moment after the joke I should say something because everybody was being so cool about it before that. And like you say, there was no Bette Midler moment. There was no one saying, "We'll miss you" or anything like that. Everybody was just trying to be cool, you know?
Yeah.
And he was a very important person to me, David Letterman.
Because he defended you when Ohlmeyer.
Well, no, but more than that, I think he changed the entire culture. He changed how people speak, you know? Almost like ESPN changed the way that people speak about sports. And, you know, maybe David Letterman is responsible for ESPN.
No, there's no doubt. He was a huge influence. Dave used to come here because he's such an auto racing nut. He'd come here and watch the F1 races and stuff.
Oh, is that right?
They would let him in the back, and he would just go and set up.
Oh, you mean because there were
they didn't have that capability like in the early '90s.
Capability,
Right, Formula One race or something. He's like, "Oh, I'll just go to ESPN and come in here." I'm like, "Oh, there's Dave." Just
That's what I would do for football back when because of course there was no dish or anything like that. And in New York, all you could watch was a Jets game in the morning and a Giants game in the afternoon, and they both sucked. They were horrible.
Right.
And there were all these great games going on. So I would go to NBC and watch the feed. There'd be every game.
Right.
And then I'd pretend to be an announcer. I'd turn off I still do that when my son lets me. He hates when I do that. But I switch, like on DirecTV, and I go, now let's go,
Right. Well, you got Red Zone now. You can just watch one channel.
Yeah. Well, no, I don't do. I do my own Red Zone.
Oh, so you like to do it.
And at this time, I'd like to welcome to the bandstand the great Jackie Byard.
The book is called "Based on a True Story."
What book is that?
This is your book.
Oh, yes, my book. I wrote a
can't wait
book
to read this.
based on a true story, a memoir by Norm MacDonald.
It's going to be a huge hit. I
Is
can't
that
wait.
right, John?
Jennifer's here. Yeah, there's stories about Ohlmeyer. There's stories.
Yes.
We have a story. A buddy here, Daniel. Him and his wife wanted to watch Dirty Work together, so he DVR'd it, and they put it on, and it was not the film Dirty Work that you made.
Oh, there's another one. Yeah,
It was
a documentary.
No, it was an HBO film's softcore, I think, is the category.
It was a porn. One time in my hotel room, when before the computer and everything, right. The only time I'd ever see pornography was in a hotel, and sometimes they'd have the weirdest one. They'd have soft core pornography. You know what I mean? And this actually happened. I was looking around, and there was Pulp Fiction was on.
Oh, I love Pulp Fiction. Yeah.
And it wasn't. It was Pump Friction.
No, Pulp Friction, maybe. Yeah. Pump Friction. That's like if you want to watch
geez.
Saving Private Ryan, you'd get Saving Ryan's Privates.
Not as good a film at all. Way less. It's just basically a futon and a lady.
Doesn't have Spielberg's directorial mastery.
Yeah, nothing.
First 10 minutes.
No sweeping. No sweeping crane shots. Right. Just a lot of close-ups of what looks like it should be on a medical channel of some sort.
Based on a true story, a memoir by Norm.
Based on a true story.
Go out and check it out.
Memoir by Norm MacDonald.
I thank you so much for coming, Norm. I know you're making a comeback.
Are we done?
Well, do you want to keep going?
They told me it was an hour.
No, is it? Okay, we'll keep going. No, he's giving me the wave here.
I
would
we're done.
Keep going.
Good Lord, I had no idea. Well, I think we should have something to wrap it up.
Sure. Well, tell me a great anecdote from the book that's something that can really sell it.
I'm trying to think of a sports joke.
Well, you've made a few.
Well, I'll tell you this. You want to know why?
Best
this
OJ joke.
This is not a joke. This is not a joke.
Okay, fair.
But I used to be a very heavy sports gambler.
Well, now you're prognosticating on the Levitard show. I
am prognosticating on the Levitard show. Yes, I'm. What am I? 7-3 for the year.
That's awesome, man.
That make money. That pay the juice well, And 7-3. Now listen to this. Professional football is the hardest sport to prognosticate. Baseball is the easiest. Now, why is what?
Well, baseball's the easiest because the starting pitcher, you just go.
No, baseball is the easiest because baseball is a game of streaks.
Okay, gotcha.
You think of Kirk Gibson hitting that home run, right?
Mm-hmm.
Against the much better team.
Oakland A's, yep.
What game did he hit that home run in?
Hit it in game one.
Game one. He won the series in game one.
That's true.
So it shows you the power of the streak.
Right.
The Boston Red Sox, down 3.
To the Yankees, yep.
They win 4 in a row. And then what happens?
And they win the World Series.
They win another 4 in a row, right? Because of the streak, the power of the streak.
Yeah.
So you hit a team when it's on a good streak or a bad streak, and you just stay on them.
All right.
Stay on them. The reason professional football is so hard to bet is because the ball ain't round. Every other sport almost, the ball is round. A round golf ball in a round hole. You throw a round basketball into a round hoop. But a football is this odd shape. So if there's a fumble, that's anywhere, man.
Right.
And then there's this odd thing that's certainly against the rules. 30 guys jump on the football. Now, someone has that football at the bottom, right?
Mm-hmm.
And he's being touched, so that should be his possession.
Mm-hmm.
Instead, he's being punched in the testicles, and his eyes are being gouged out, and someone grabs the football, someone else grabs the football, and finally they tear off the guy, and they go, look, the big giant guy has the football. What a coincidence. So,
there you have it. That's why football is so tough.
So don't bet football because the ball ain't round.
Thanks so much, Norm. I appreciate it.
All right. This was a beautiful, Adnan. Love you.
Now, but Bob has a beautiful face like a flower. Yeah, cauliflower. No offense, but your face looks like a cauliflower.
The Bob Saget roast, another seminal moment in my life.
You were so funny.
I have a lot of well-wishers here tonight, and a lot of them would like to throw you down one, a well. They want to murder you in a well. Seems a little harsh, but apparently they want to murder you in a well. It says here on this card. No, I think that that Bob should join the Ku Klux Klan. And that's not because he's racist. He's not racist. It's just that he'd look a lot better with a hood over his head on account of his face. How can you not get that?
So many people
Well, it's a
just
favor,
talked
yeah.
about that.
Oh, yeah.
So many people said they couldn't figure it out. That's it. How could they not figure
That's
it
what
out?
I
obvious.
think.
That's
I was like, it's all right if you don't like it, but don't think I'm mentally ill.
they were like, what is he doing? I don't know. He's telling old jokes.
NORM MACDONALD, God bless you. Watching your set was like watching Henry Fonda pick blueberries.
Why, I don't think there's a person in here that would not love to watch Henry Fonda pick blueberries.
Well, it's time to do jokes. This is where we put in a big thing. Jokes.
Yeah. Two businessmen bought the Milwaukee Bucks for $550 million. They are very excited with their purchase, as this is the only legal way to own black people. Now that is here, and I read that.
Well, you're not there. You know how businessmen are racist?
They are.
Yeah, so it's them being racist.
They
not
are.
You.
The two businessmen that bought the Milwaukee Bucks for $550 million are racist,
Oh
according
no, they're
to this.
fine, man.
Give me one that doesn't offend many people.
This is not topical. It's just about. It's as if it's as if it's about your life. You know.
How come none of my friends ever have a dungeon? Instead, they all just have rape dungeons. So it's not a regular dungeon, is what you're saying.
Dungeon.
Thanks for again. It's the bus. I've never been thrown under an entire Trailways fleet. You asked me who was in the presence of
Dean
one.
Martin at Hamburger Hamlet.
You know everything about
That's what I
me.
meant. That's where I saw him. Was it Hamburger Hamlet?
Yeah, I didn't
That's where
know.
I saw him also.
We must have talked about it too.
I don't know. Well, he'd always be at Hamburger
And
Hamlet.
I walked in there and he had lost his son, and he was nice, and I just went,
I found your son. Bob was the first comedian that I ever saw perform when I was a boy, live, and I loved him. But one thing that bonds us as comedians is we're bitter and jealous, and we hate everyone else that has any success. But Bob, honestly, has never had an unkind word for anybody, and I love him, and I hope everybody else does, so I just want to say that. Thank you. we're back. That was Andy Dick that you just saw dancing with Sharna Burgess. That was your dancing partner.
Yes, she's new.
She is?
New to the. She was in the troupe. She's new to Dancing with Stars.
Yeah.
Like
well,
me.
you were the last star on that show. I don't know the rest of the people. It seems. You know what I mean? This was.
I know what you mean, but
yeah. Not just now. I watched you on the show every week because I had actually had a bet.
You did?
Yeah, I had bet that you would win. I had bet that you would win.
True. You did?
Yeah,
you would have won a lot of money if you put money on it.
Were you a long shot?
I was the dark horse, I think it's called in Vegas.
You were?
Oh, yeah.
But I said, well, he's a physical comic. He'll definitely be able to dance, and he's in very good shape.
Yeah. The minute you put money on it, that was the second I knew Andy doesn't have a chance.
No, I didn't bet in Vegas.
This guy's never won it.
When you're with the girl, it must be very hard not to be physically attracted to her during the training sessions. How's that go?
Well, first of all, she's the hottest one.
Yeah, she's incredibly
the hottest one in the troupe. Or
Is she single?
In the company. She's not single. She has a boyfriend
That's
who's
never bothered you.
Never stopped me.
And
she.
Do you have to have sexual chemistry to dance together in the first place?
I wouldn't be a man with manly parts if I didn't, have feelings. I started getting feelings. I mean, very first time we were put together, she had to keep saying to me, "You feel this part of you, my pelvis, and mine, they have to be touching."
Whoa.
She had to explain it to me. Yeah. Her boyfriend's awesome, and her boyfriend is a famous choreographer.
Yeah.
Named Paul.
So if she wouldn't fuck you, maybe he would.
Try to get them both together. They're both great. And so, because when we first started dancing, I was holding her because our first thing was what a foxtrot, and it was in hold and with your frame, and we have to have our knobby parts. I was dancing with her like a 13-year-old at a dance. Like I didn't want to touch my penis to her.
Yeah.
It was, you're not supposed to.
Right. Huh. You're not supposed to.
You're not supposed to. Put a few drinks in me and there's lawsuits.
I just thought of a good show. Fucking with the Stars.
Now that I would win.
Who would not watch
right
that?
to the top.
I would watch that.
You good at fucking? You're probably good at fucking.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know what show I would like to go on? Eating strawberry shortcake with the Stars. Drinking gravy with the Stars.
Is it hard?
But you remind me of a guy that's good at fucking.
I love it.
Fucking and sucking.
It's like Dancing with the Stars.
Yeah.
May I say something about that?
Yes.
One of the Dancing with the Stars people is a Beverly Hills housewife.
Yeah.
How is she a star? And then Winona Ryder comes out, Winona Judd. Yeah. And she's dancing. I don't mind seeing hefty women dance.
Sure, you love
But I don't want to see it on television.
Where do you want to see
What I would do on that show is I would make sure that on the side they had an Indianapolis pit crew. And during her dance, she would come over and they'd change her underwear and her shoes.
Yeah.
And then she would go back out and finish the dance.
But where do you like to see hefty women dance?
In the circus. That's where I like to see hefty women. Who the hell wants to see hefty women dance?
No, I know.
No, her partner can't believe it.
Yeah, but
wait till he has to lift her up. Good luck on that one, my friend.
But I'm rooting for Andy Dick.
Yeah, I like Andy.
Yeah, you know.
Andy's he's been through a lot of hell.
Yeah. Well,
Can I say one thing now?
He had substance abuse problems.
A lot of them.
Like Adam Egret.
I have had.
Is that an intro into Adam's substance abuse problem?
Yeah.
Hard to not drink. On this no, not here, because nobody drinks.
You think this probably means I'm fucking sucking some of his cock, right? But it's taking Ready Whip and spraying it in my mouth.
See, that's how.
Big show. All my buddies are here. We got
Is that what you're wearing? Hey, unbelievable.
All my friends are here. We got Norm, Kevin, Dennis Miller. And,
We're all your rowdy friends.
All my rowdy friends are coming over today.
Hey, Dennis. My wife and I just got home from the big show at the WinStar Casino. We flew from Atlanta to Dallas, then drove up there, and we'd do it again. You were right. It was an amazing night by you three. I can't imagine a better crowd for you guys. I know you say coffee's for closers. Well, you must have had a big pot full. You were the perfect choice to close it out. You couldn't have done better if you wore a red hat. And except for the ladies' endless questions about Norm's pecker, the Q&A was a nice touch at the end of the show. I'll also have to make a special trip back there. That video story you noticed coming in, I understand that after Debbie did Dallas, there's some collector tapes of her in Thackerville. Want one?
Well, first off, it was Wackerville. Secondly, I was just amazed as I was driving in on the freeway. Right next to the casino, there was a DVD porn store. Just, who's still doing Dick and Mortar at this point? You can literally, they're building keyboards now with a hole for your penis in between the FDSA and the JKL semi, so you can whack and not get thrown off balance-wise. Yeah, you put a little yoke on your penis, and it fits. It's like a rubber. You ever see when doors seal during a shipwreck?
Sure, yeah.
Yeah, well, you get your penis in there, and there's like a seal, and, it's airtight, and you work, well, at that point, the makers of the keyboard with the penis hole in between the FDSA and the JKL semi encourage you to call it a flesh toggle. I haven't gone that far, and I don't care if it will get me some money off on my next purchase. But your wiener goes right up through there, and you masturbate, and there's an equilibrium to your self-pleasuring that you don't often find because, you're either right-handed or left-handed, or you're on Jeremy, and that's a whole different thing. Anyway, what's the next one?
Well, no, I just wanted to see what you could share.
That guy was sweet. Thank you, my friend.
About the big show with Spade and, of course, Norm MacDonald.
Well, I am telling you, the 3-hour flight in and the 3.5-hour flight back, and Spade had chartered a plane because he has a show right now. He handed off to whoever's working. And he called me and said, "Do you have anything?" I said, "Yeah, I can get us there in Fred McMurray's car from Son of Flubber if you want to go." And he said, I'll get an adult jet. But we flew in together, and that's about as hard as I've ever laughed. My back hurt when I got off. Norm's genius. I mean, really, and Spade's brilliant too, but in a much more accessible manner. Norm's like you're out with, Archimedes if he worked Grossinger's or something. God, he was funny. And dark. And, I can't, here, I'll be honest with you. I can't say almost anything that was said because it was so crazy.
Yeah, you told me just a couple things, and you definitely can't say those.
And candid. Whew. And the show itself was good, although I do remember Norm getting into it with some long penis discussion with a woman where I mentally went away for a while. It was the first question. To open it up, some woman comes up, looks like, Andy Griffith's girlfriend. And right away she's into talking about Norm's penis, and he's more than happy to go with that. Norm, but he's the... It's like a cock encounter group or something. Pass it around. So anyway, Spade and I are just sitting there clumsily for around 10 minutes, and, then Norm's into another story about the time his penis was in a road film with Bob Hope. And at that point, we just gave up. But Spade's funny in the middle. Jesus, he's funny. And he's horny, and he's just, it's like... It's like you're reading Gulliver, but they've everybody's on a EDD drip or something. It's like little Lilliputians crawling up your knee. Hey, let's fuck. So anyway, it was a great trip, great time. Good to see the boys, but I don't think we'll be going out again because Norm's too hard to nail down.
Yeah.
And Spudley, like I said, is flush right now. He's got that show for now. How's the show doing?
I think the show's doing well, and let's remind people it's called Lights Out. It's on Comedy Central, I think, at 11:30 Monday through Thursday.
I guess he's busy right now, so I won't bug him, but we should probably see if he'll come on sometime. But
Yeah,
don't do it right now. Give him a couple months.
Yeah.
He's got other shit on his mind, and I'll make him feel guilty because we're friends. But I can't do that. Or I don't feel like a good
We're trying
friend.
to get he and Norm on together because we had thought about doing something there at the casino, but there were too many moving parts, so that did not happen.
Norm invented, that was the first time this country has ever heard, here's the fake news.
That's right.
I mean, that's such a big phrase now, but I think you opened the news, which used to kill me, and you never get credit for it. But Norm invented the word, the phrase fake news.
Was this, it's a little Paul Newman going on down there, right?
You
No,
were
more like,
handsome.
yeah, you were handsome.
Huh?
What the happened? Anyway, no, I did Weekend
Have
Update.
you seen Paul Newman lately?
You do look better.
This Easter Sunday, here, you want to read this one time?
Yeah.
This seems like more of a your kind of joke. You can do it in the camera if you want, whatever you want to do.
This Easter Sunday, Snoop Dogg gets to say, Christ is risen.
There you go. Adam Egan.
Warning to the Easter Bunny, don't put all your eggs in one basket, fella. You handpick these. We wear new clothes on Easter to represent Christ's triumphant appearance to the stunned apostles in his sharp two-button blazer by Hugo Boss. What the fuck?
I don't know about that one. In the coffee shop line today, I hear the guy behind me say, I like to start by biting the ears off. And I had to pray, please, God, let him be talking about a chocolate Easter bunny.
I'm just wondering you're always worried. What are you working on right now?
I am just finishing a project. This is one of the biggest projects I have ever done. It's amazing. It's a spectacular film.
What kind? Is it a drama? A comedy, probably?
No, it's an adventure. It's action, science fiction.
Wow.
It's amazing.
This is a big budget movie?
Huge budget. I can't even quote the price.
What? Who's directing it?
It's the guy with the glasses. He sits in the front of the Lakers games. Spike Jones.
Spike Lee.
Spike Lee, that's it. And there's some comedy, so it's co-directed by Woody Allen. They brought him in to co-direct the comedy scenes. Bruce Willis tries to save us. But if
Isn't there a lot of African Americans as in a Spike Lee movie?
There's plenty of them. Yeah. But what we try to do is, these are not ones that don't speak English.
Yeah.
So they CGI them in.
The black people.
Yeah. But we got Steve McQueen in
There's a director, Steve McQueen?
Yes.
There's 3 directors involved. You're in a Bruce Willis vehicle where you're playing the Bruce Willis role as Woody Allen?
No, I don't try to do it. Woody Allen is directing the undead who are trying to crash into Earth.
Yeah,
and then I get in a fight with Sylvester Stallone, of all people. Anyway, the Stallone brothers challenge me.
Shut-ins?
We're going to get DVDs.
The Stallone brothers? Frank
Stallone.
Frank Stallone's in this movie.
Well, why would that surprise you? I'm beginning to think that this is not even true.
It sounds a little outlandish.
April Fools. I missed the April Fools show you did. So
we never.
We should go our separate ways, but now you're back.
After closing out a successful first season, the WNBA is considering several changes to improve the level of play in the league next year. Among the proposals, extending the playoffs, increasing salaries, bringing back the three-point line, and replacing all the female players with guys. The WNBA officials expanded to 10 teams this week, adding franchises in Detroit and Washington, D.C. But before you get too excited about the new additions to the league, remember, all of the players are still women. They stink at basketball, that's the problem. Other than that, it'd be a good, good game, but they're all horrible, so it makes for a kind of a boring game.
The next time I watch a WNBA game will be the first time I watch a WNBA game. Hey, WNBA, I got an idea that'll sell some tickets. Shirts and skins. Okay, WNBA high scoring and enter. Oh, Google. Did you mean NBA high scoring? That's terrible. Oh, come on now. All right, let's try a different one. WNBA triple double. And enter. Oh, Google. Look what Google said. Did you mean NBA triple double? Google, that is sexist. I can't believe this. Okay, last try, Google. Let's make it easier. WNBA double double. Enter. Google! Oh, Google. Last week, we searched a few terms like WNBA high scoring. And Google asked, did you mean NBA high scoring? Oh, Google. Hey, but get this. The next day, Google fixed it. They removed all their sexist NBA suggestions. So well done, Google. Hey, I notice every Wednesday evening she goes with her other lady friends and they go down to the YWCA and they play basketball with each other, which is fine nowadays, you know? So then she would eventually come out of the YWCA, you know, all sweaty with her, you know, her ridiculous three-colored ball and everything there, you know? And well, a big seller this holiday season is Michael Bolton's Christmas album, This Is the Time. Happy birthday, Jesus. Hope you like crap.
Norm, I think, has one of the best lines that probably I only appreciate on network TV history when he was hosting SNL, and he was talking about the new Michael Bolton Christmas album. Do you remember the line, Norm?
Happy birthday, Jesus. Hope you like crap.
Kills me to this day.
It was funny because that joke was originally supposed to be about Mariah Carey, but she had some boyfriend that was some crazy, dangerous guy, and everybody's afraid.
And you figured in an alley you could take a Michael Bolton.
Yeah, exactly.
Although I think Bolton kind of made amends a little bit by appearing in that recent SNL skit.
Hysterical. He's hysterical.
Oh, that was hilarious. Yeah, that was hilarious.
That was good.
And he has a great voice.
He does.
I didn't know.
And the song was kind of catchy. The SNL song was pretty good.
Yeah, yeah. In stock market news this week, April's three biggest losers were Cantab Pharmaceuticals, Champion Enterprises, and Crapco, which manufactures crap. And also crap-related items. Most recently, Mariah Carey's Christmas album. They were... Kenny G has a Christmas album out this year. Hey, happy birthday, Jesus. Hope you like crap. Well, I don't know. Playing in a music store in New York this week, Kenny G set a world record by holding a saxophone note for 45 minutes. While he did warn spectators that it would be quite boring, it should be noted that it is every bit as boring to hear Kenny G play different saxophone notes for 45 minutes. This week, CBS aired the Martha Stewart Christmas special, in which she demonstrated that with an old soup can, some used tea bags, some string, and some sparkles, you can make a useless piece of crap. Martha Stewart is here, and she wanted me to tell you, don't let the busboys clear your table off tonight, because a little later Martha will come up here, and she's going to show us how to take those old discarded fish bones and make a beautiful birdhouse. So... That's nice. The New York Public Interest Research Group has unveiled its 10th annual list of dangerous toys for the upcoming Christmas season. Topping the list this year, baby's first circular saw. Well, the annual list of most dangerous holiday toys is out. Number 1 this year, Mattel's Eye Poker Outer. Well, the U.S. Safety Commission has issued a list of unsafe Christmas toys. Topping the list this year, Mattel's gasoline-powered sharp thing. And finally, the number 1 selling doll this Christmas is Tickle Me Elmo. And the least popular selling doll, you guessed it, Tickle Me Frank Stallone. Jesus. Scientists have created a genetically superior Christmas tree that will be taller, stronger, and tougher than other trees. One downside, if you don't like your presents, it will kill you. It's a hell of a downside there. And finally, this Christmas, Santa Claus will be starting a new look at up-to-date shopping malls around the country. They will now feature black Santas, Asian Santas, Hispanic Santas, and even Middle Eastern Santas. It is all part of a program to make little children cry. And finally, next week, Christians everywhere will be celebrating Christmas, or, as people born on December the 25th call it, screwed out of a present day.
Connected to our senses. Found a way to let you in.
Where are you going here? You're going to Cobb's in San Francisco. What do you like to do during the days in San Fran to unwind? Do you go?
I just work on my ventriloquism.
Oh, how's that going, Norm?
It's going great, man. I thought Rusty and I would do a little holiday song for you.
Oh, you're kidding me. Let me kick back here and put my feet up in front of the fire, you and Rusty. Which puppet is Rusty? Refresh me.
Rusty's just my friend. You know, I'm having a lot of trouble with my cranky old man. I don't know if you remember old Alec Majerison, the virulent anti-Semite.
Yeah, sure, I remember. What, are you kidding me? I have a plaque commemorating my first meeting.
I'm trying to get rid of that guy because you know he's a Holocaust denier. That's no secret. He's an enthusiastic Holocaust denier, and I've had it up to here with this character. You know, the man, he's just a waste of wood. But I don't know what to do. One of my Jewish friends suggested that, why don't I just throw him in a fire and burn him? But I say 2 wrongs don't make a right. We're not here to talk about that. Let me get Rusty out here. Rusty. Rusty, say hello to Dennis. Hey, Dennis, how are you?
Hey, Rusty.
What?
Hi, Rusty.
Hey, who's the dummy here, me or you?
It's me.
It sounds like it's you.
I'm sorry, Rusty. Let me give you my man voice. Hey, Rusty, how are you doing?
Yeah, dummy. Hey, come on now, Rusty. That's ridiculous. Calling Dennis Miller a dummy on his own radio program.
No, can I jump in here for a second and tell you, here's how crazy Norm is. I'm sitting here believing that he actually has a puppet. Like, it's not enough for him to fake the puppet act on the radio and over the phone. You did pull out a puppet and have it on your arm right now, don't you?
Of course I have my pal Rusty here. Yeah.
What do you boys have planned for us today, Rusty, Norm?
We're going to do a song, according to this dummy. Would you stop calling me that? You're the dummy. You're the dummy. Now, listen. We're going to do a song, a beautiful song. Why? By the way, Rusty, what are you doing for Christmas? Are you going to see your family? Oh, sure. In my family tree It's an actual tree. Okay, now that's just ridiculous.
You're actually overlapping dialogue here, Norm. You're not even putting a second between you and the puppet's voice.
Now, Rusty, are you ready to sing that song with me? Sure.
There you go.
Okay, I'll start. Here we go. Rudolph the red-nosed reindeer had a very shiny nose, and if you ever saw him, you would say that he was a drunk. Hey, come on! Well, that's ridiculous.
What the?
Come on now, don't ruin this. Is a classic. I'm sorry. All right, now let's continue. Then one foggy Christmas Eve, Santa came to town. Rudolph, with your nose so bright, have you been drinking some bathtub gin? What? Okay, now that's enough. That's way beyond the pale.
Stop it, Rusty. Stop.
I wish you'd kick the bucket. Like what? Kick the bucket. What are you talking about? You said tail. Bucket. It's a synonym. Okay, all right. Yeah, that's right. Okay, now that's ridiculous. You're the dummy. Okay. Stop. I'm sorry, Dennis. This is going nowhere. This is ridiculous. I apologize for wrestling. I can't go on with this. This is just an abuse to the whole idea.
All right. Now, what separates Rusty's old man voice from the old Holocaust denier's voice? Give me that voice again.
You don't hear from him, do you?
Well, I know Rusty's just wetted the palate for a little more puppetry.
I swore I'd never use this guy.
It's like the Stones doing "Sympathy for the Devil" after Altamont.
There we
never
go.
thought I'd
Alec,
see you play that.
Alec, how are you?
Mm-hmm.
I'm okay, I guess. Yeah, I suppose. What do you think of this Christmas? What do I think of it? I'm not going to celebrate no holiday where a bunch of bearded New Yorkers killed our savior. Hey, come on now. You're going back in the case. I'm sorry, Dennis.
Oh, Lord. You didn't quite have control of the posse today, but I realize it's the holidays are amongst us and that they're a little petulant this time of year.
I can never keep these guys under control.
Norm, you are an absolute wild man.
Well, I guess the biggest thing that nobody knows about me is I'm a deeply closeted gay man.
What? What's something people don't know about you?
I'm a deeply closeted gay guy.
No kidding.
Well, I'm not coming out, though.
I mean, you're a gay man?
I'm not gay. I said I'm deeply closeted. I'm as straight as an arrow.
So you're a gay man who won't admit it?
No. Do you know what deeply closeted means?
Yeah.
It means a man who will not acknowledge that he's gay.
Yes.
So I'm telling you, I'm not gay.
Wait a minute. What are you revealing here today?
I'm not revealing anything. I'm saying I'm deeply closeted.
Well, that means you're gay. That means you're very, very gay, but you don't want to come out. You're so closeted.
That I refuse to say I'm gay.
Right.
Exactly.
But doesn't that mean you're gay?
Hey, easy, buddy. You know, on your last show, I came out as a deeply closeted gay man.
Yeah.
And I'm not gay. But David, on one time, this is a true story, and Dave, you'll attest to this, bought me a beautiful leather jacket.
Oh, that's right.
Well out of my price range. Mm-hmm. Now, I'm no one to take charity. You don't know I'm a secret homosexual, do you?
No, I saw that, actually. A deeply, according to you, a deeply closeted homosexual is what you said. Do you remember?
Yes, I do. I can't believe you.
When you know your own name, you see it in popular culture used, and Norm is always like, I noticed this ever since I was a kid. When I was very young, there was a show called Peyton Place with Ryan O'Neal as a sexy brother. Norm is, deeply closeted man. I'm against cannibalism, As you all know, as any of you know that follow me on the Google space, WW, I have gone across this country with my anti-cannibal stance, talking to people from one side of this great nation to the other. Every year I put my toe in the Pacific and I travel this great land with my anti-cannibal message. Mostly to young people. I try to educate the young people. I go to the schools and I go, listen. You might think that you're going to be the cool guy because you eat a dude friend of yours, And maybe you will for a couple of years, Maybe you'll be the big man on campus. Oh, that's Jim. He ate a fella. But there's more to it than that. No, I use my time for you know what I do? I do a lot of charity work for things that people, I don't like arguing with people, when they have another opinion than me. So what I do is I pick very popular opinions and then I work for those people. And what I was going to say was that as a anti-cannibal guy, it would never occur to me to do the same thing as she does with her tofurkey. I would not take all my delicious cheese sandwiches and fashion them into the shape of some old rotting corpse of some dude and then eat that. That would make it less tasty than the cheese sandwich itself, to me. But listen, it's easy to go around saying, hey, I'm against cannibalism. Oh, I'm anti-cannibalism. Look at me. I'm better than everybody else, I know it's easy to say because I say it every day to people. But actually, when you think about it, you don't really know how you're going to, how your cannibalism beliefs are going to stand up under when it comes up. Because you'll notice in life, cannibalism rarely comes up. There's always some cheese sandwiches around you can find, But what about when you're in the Andes? Well, then all bets are off. You have to wrestle with your conscience because you're in the Andes. I don't even know why people go to the Andes, but they do. They go, hey, listen, travel agent, me and the wife, Ruth, Ruth, we're going, we got to get away from the kids again this year. We got to go to Ireland. We were hoping something on the other side of the Andes. Anything you got there? We just want to relax, lay on a hammock or something, and we want to go to a nice place that is separated from where we are now by the Andes. And got any small planes? We like flying in small aerofoils. In the dead of winter. You got anything like that? And they're like, yeah. So you get on the plane, and 20 minutes later you crash into a mountain, because everyone knows it's on the boarding pass. It says, layover, a mountain. So you crash into the mountain. And then, you gotta wrestle with your conscience, because, you're down there and the guy in 24E is looking pretty delicious. And so days turn into weeks and weeks turn into months. Months, you know how time works, right? I don't have to explain everything. Then becomes now. So
and then you have to wrestle with your conscience because you're like, my conscience. And your conscience is very, if you don't want to wrestle with your conscience because, So, although it's not as hard as wrestling with an actual wrestler, I find. If you have your choice between wrestling with your conscience and wrestling with a professionally trained wrestler, I'd take the conscience because it doesn't even have arms. And for wrestling, like the headlock is the biggest move. If you don't have arms. So anyways, you're wrestling with your conscience and you're like, oh man, should I eat that guy in 24E? I don't know. It looks pretty good, but I don't think it's right and all this stuff. And then time goes on and you get, and instead of just acting right away, which would probably be the smarter thing, you wait way too long and months pass and then you go crazy and then you go after Frank, that's his name, in 24E, and you're just, you're so hungry now, you're tearing into him, you're like, Frank, blood all over you and everything, Anyways, and that's the last, and this is what you don't want to happen at that point, is for the rescue plane to come over at that very moment, Well, you're like, what the? They're like, we have hamburgers and hot dogs here in the plane, and delicious cheese sandwiches, everything you want here. You're like, what? A lot of snow. And Albert Fish was born on this day in New York City in 1870.
Who the fuck is Albert Fish?
What?
Who the fuck is Albert Fish?
Oh, Albert Fish?
I've never heard of that guy.
He was known as the Gray Man.
The Grain Man?
The Gray
the
Man.
Grain.
The werewolf of Wisteria.
You
know why he was known as the Gray Man? Because he was a serial killer. He slayed children and ate them. He's a cannibal. But when the police asked a woman to describe him, and she said he was gray in both appearances and demeanor. Very bad description.
This is like Arsenio when it was woo.
Yeah, woo.
But
But anyways.
I'm pretending I know who Albert Gray is. I didn't.
No, Albert Fish.
Oh.
You're a New Yorker. So anyways, he was a child rapist and cannibal, as I explained.
When he's a child rapist, you try not to laugh when he looks at you.
Oh, come on, man. It's not funny.
I know it's not. But I know you want people to laugh.
But Fish boasted that he had children in every state. Now, I would not boast about that. I don't think you would. I don't think you'd do it. But if you did do it, you certainly wouldn't boast about it. You'd take that to the grave with you. But he boasted.
Well, they say they eventually all sing like a canary.
They do say that?
About murderers, right?
Yeah, they
brag to a friend.
Right.
When Norm bragged, sorry.
But Fish, this is interesting. Fish chose his victims. He only chose victims who were either mentally handicapped. Now, don't laugh at this next part, please.
But you know he wants you to, right?
No. If you laugh at this next part.
Okay. And I'm not
Fish chose victims who were either mentally handicapped or African American. Oh, come on. Why would you think that's funny? God damn, Fred. Jesus Christ, that was the worst part of the story. Okay, but why do you think he did that? What would be the explanation? Why would he only attack, why would his victims that he chose only be either mentally handicapped or African Americans?
Because people in those days didn't care when those people were vanished.
You're thinking like Albert Fish now.
And prostitutes. That's why they kill prostitutes.
Exactly. Nobody really cares about prostitutes.
Well, it's like that comedian that would rape people at comedy clubs. No, in colleges.
Yes, Vince Champ.
They always said his great gimmick was that people would think who did it, and they never, because he'd go on to another town and another college. But when people say, "What about the comic?"
Yeah, maybe the worst gimmick a comic ever had. But anyways, but you were exactly right. That's why Albert Fish killed only mentally handicapped and African Americans.
What about? Okay.
I thought you'd laugh at African Americans again, that they were.
No, because I know him. I know he'll do something. That's outrageous.
Well, it's kind of outrageous for you. But anyways, Fish tortured, mutilated, and murdered the youngsters. They were children. With a meat cleaver, a butcher knife, and a small hand saw.
Oh, Jesus.
God, you're...
This is the topical portion?
Yeah.
This is the birthday.
And he solidified his reputation as the most vicious child slayer in criminal history.
Oh,
Though barely literate, Fish wrote taunting letters to the parents of his victims, gruesomely detailing how he slayed, butchered, cooked, and then with great enjoyment dined on their offspring. He would inevitably declare that a child's roasted rump was the most toothsome dish in all of gastronomy. Additionally, Fish was a masochist, get this, and he would insert wool doused with lighter fluid into his own anus and set it alight for his own enjoyment. Fish was finally arrested, and he immediately began confessing to killing 700 children.
Get out of here.
Yes, and he was dizzyingly happy about it. Smiled as he described the grisly details of the tortures and the murders, appearing to the detectives, and one of the detectives said he appeared as the devil himself. I mean, this guy was a real jerk.
Now I know there was no Albert Fish.
Did you ever work at the Comedy Store?
No, Mitzi didn't like me.
What?
She didn't care for me.
Yeah, that's what I wanted to know about. I wanted to hear about that, your history with the store. I was there a few months ago and you popped in with Sebastian.
Yeah.
I think it was your first time on stage there since 1979 or something.
Man Cow. What's his name?
It's Maniscalco.
That's it, you got it.
Yeah, Man Cow. Sometimes he just goes by that as by itself.
Yeah.
He interviewed me once. You were very respectful of the audience. Mm-hmm. And you don't fuck around. You entertain the audience.
I do, sir.
And some comics seem to have no regard for that.
That's their prerogative.
Right. Mr. Dangerfield, what I liked about him, and it was kind of a throwback to Benny and Hope and all those guys, is he had the greatest jokes.
Yeah.
But he not only had the greatest jokes, he talked funny, and he looked funny, and he moved funny. Now, thought must have been behind every one of those actions, Uh-huh. And did you ever think of doing that? Did that ever occur to you to physicalize? I think the only guy I can think of is Brian Regan off the top of my head that has great jokes and a funny voice and
Sebastian Mancow.
Sure.
Also has some wonderful physicality.
Yeah.
I think he's maybe one of the best physical comedians I've ever seen.
Is that right?
That's also a great stand-up. There were guys like Charlie Callis who they would sell the joke with, and they would do funny physical things, but the act really wasn't much.
No.
So now you have a guy who can move funny and has great stuff. That's a powerhouse.
Yeah. And have you ever considered publishing a book that tells all that how-to book?
No, but I have considered some way to pass along what I have accumulated. I don't really know how to do it. Do you have any ideas?
Well, perhaps you could executive produce a show with Sebastian Mancow as the star.
I could do that, yeah.
And
Well, what fun is that, though? Where's the fun part for me?
No, there's no fun for you.
There's no fun for me.
No, that's true. But what's the fun for you in giving a homeless guy spraying a handful of quarters and watching him dodge in and out of traffic? No, but
I'm saying there's
that question answers itself.
Hey, this, you're big on Twitter, which I love. I love Twitter. Do you like Twitter?
I like it. I have 2,450,000 followers. I love that.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I edict to them. I enjoy
More
it
than
because-
Jesus. Hey.
Yes, I'm sorry.
I know you got into Twitter, but last night I got into a bit of a Twitter war
Yes.
with my followers. Followers, it ends up they all fucking hate your guts. But I maintain, I watched this Liberace movie.
Okay.
And he's making out, you know, it's, you know, who plays him? Michael Douglas.
Yes.
First of all, has pussy cancer in his throat. He's making out with Matt Damon. The Academy Awards were on, so I said, oh, fuck, I'll just watch the Academy Awards and I'll tweet all the time, all the way through the Academy Awards. And it was so fucking fun.
You liked it.
Oh, my God. It was like
Were you vicious to the people up there? Did you find the Academy Awards boring?
They were the worst fucking Academy Awards ever.
Ever, right?
Yeah.
And did you write that? Were you honest with the people?
A couple of times, I was like, I had a couple of ones that were maybe mean. Like I said, I think I said by the time this is starting to drag. By the time the dead guy montage fucking shows up, Kirk Douglas will be in it.
What was the line you had about Gaddafi?
Gaddafi was the poisonous tyrant Muammar Gaddafi, the psychopath, is missing. Geez, I hope he's all right. Sometimes people get mad at me for a tweet. It's bizarre. And sometimes it's like a real, benign one, you know. That's when they're usually the most mad. And I remember one time, I just had watched Soylent Green, you know.
Yeah.
So I tweeted, I didn't know Soylent Green was people. I've watched that movie 10 times. And a guy just told me Soylent Green was people, you know. And people got so mad, everybody's typing, they're like, what are you, an idiot? Of course it's Soylent Green is people, you know.
Here's another tweet. You said, I'm going to die one day. That's what really kills me. And
that's a good tweet.
That was one of yours.
I like that one.
I don't know what it is with that voice of yours. When I read your tweets, everybody that I talk to also reads them in Norm's voice. And it makes it that much funnier. Everybody started, during the Oscars, we all start tweeting our shit during the Oscars, past Oscars. And one of my buddies, Travis, actually retweeted and said, you got to follow Norm MacDonald. And I'm like, I didn't even know you were on or shit, so I started following you. And they were hilarious. The funny thing, when are you going to thank the computer? Every fucking tweet. When are you going to thank the computer? Just shit like that is stuff that no one else was tweeting. It's out of your mind shit.
I just found out about that Twitter shit.
It's great, and you got so many followers really quickly, and didn't have to pull a Charlie Sheen with it. It was just funny shit, man.
But when you go to hit the send, you fuck for a second. You go wait, because it's just off the top of your head,
and it's right there, yeah. And
I don't do drugs or alcohol, thankfully, because I'm sure guys could really fuck up and say bad things.
They have.
Norm's tweets, some of them are not supposed to be funny. They're profound, poetic.
I deleted a lot of those. Because I'd read my responses, cool. They go, you fucking asshole, you're funny. I'm like, oh.
That's just it. You can't stop being if you're funny and then you got a serious comment. I would tweet some ridiculous shit, but then I'd go Obama gave a speech. Let me give a little feedback on what I believe of Obama. You racist, fucking conservative, fucking rich motherfucker.
Some people too, fucking think it's serious. I tweeted one that I said my something, I don't know. I said my father was brutally murdered last week, and it's only now I can look back and laugh. And then these people would fucking answer. They go I'm so sorry. Closure takes a while. So I had to go, no, it was a joke.
How does anyone read that and not, especially from you, and not think it's a goddamn joke? People are so stupid. That's something this whole thing has opened up, where you're kind of communicating with people you never would talk to or meet, that don't understand what a sense of humor even is. So the responses you get sometimes hey, I was hey, God, it's spring. but I'm looking outside and there's still a little snow on my back table. At least you're alive, motherfucker. You know,
that was from a dead guy?
I'm getting tweets from the dead. I guess he had a loved one pass on. Perhaps a father that was brutally murdered a week ago.
I guess to sum it up, everybody's a critic, huh, guys?
Your special should have been called The Voice of Reason.
Been away so long, and I need you now more than forever.
This is the Twitter award for best Hall of Famer. Going real well. At Albert Brooks, I installed the stripper pole outside my house. Haven't caught one yet. Steve Martin to go. OMG, President Lincoln has been shot. Wait, whoa, my internet connection is so low. At Alec Baldwin, how many friggin' times I gotta say it? 27, she's 27, geez. That's your girlfriend? At Al Yankovic, breaking news, Netflix splits off into a third company called Vernster, where you can rent nothing but Ernest P. Worrell movies for $5 a month. And at NORM MACDONALD, rest in peace, Amy Winehouse, we lost a true heroin addict today.
Hey everybody, it's me, Norm. I couldn't be with you tonight because I'm on location in Spain, where I'm tweeting in Madrid, Spain. If that's a city that's in Spain, then that's where I am. And but I'd like to thank National Lampoon for the good people there. What did they do? They took a once great franchise and burned it asunder. So I'd like to thank them, and I'd like to thank everyone that helped me win this award, except there aren't any, because it was just me and a computer. I would like to thank the computer. What else? Let me think. It's pretty cool, you know, how far technology has come. Like you people are probably saying right now, hey, look, Norm has hired an entire film crew in Spain, and now he has filmed himself at great expense and has sent the reels over to the United States, and now, but no, you could not be wronger. I am doing this on a telephone. What make you of that? I know, you're saying, hey, Norm, that cannot be right. A telephone is used for telephoning. People take a telephone and they telephone other people and they say, what time is it there? Where you are with your telephone, because it's not the same time here. But that is just the sort of Philistine pig ignorance I've come to expect of you animals. The fact is, welcome to the future. That's all I can say. Welcome to the future. And I myself love Twitter. I follow everybody, you know. I follow Shelby Firo, who, you know, who has her amusing, is angst a word? I've heard that word before. And I direct messaged her once. That's a true story. And she direct messaged me back. And it was either her or Chris Hansen. Who knows nowadays? But you can find anybody on Twitter. And I enjoy Eddie the longest suicide note in history. But thank you for the award. And God damn, I'm telegenic.
Guy that likes games. Here's
Yeah,
a game that I thought of today. It's called Talk Your Way Out of It. I'm going to give you a situation that you're stuck in, and you're going to need to talk your way out of it somehow.
Okay.
You meet a beautiful woman. She wants to have sex with you, but she wants you to wear an afro wig. And while you're having sex with her, she's screaming racist shit at you. And then her neighbor opens the door and comes in. He's a black guy, and he's got a baseball bat.
All right, so I agree to do it.
Oh yeah,
Is that
you
what
want to
you're
have
saying?
sex with her,
So I'm doing it?
You're willing to wear the black African wig,
So
and
I'm-
she's screaming horrible racist stuff. The guy walks in, he's black, and he's got a baseball bat. He's
But
very
wait,
angry.
He walks in coito, like while we're doing it?
Yeah, her door wasn't fully locked, and the yelling was so loud. He could hear you guys from next apartment. He could hear her yelling the N-word and
I see.
fuck me. And
I got you.
And so
And
he
how do I talk? You want me to talk
now
my way out of it?
you gotta talk to the black gentleman who's got the
Okay.
baseball bat and talk your way out of this situation.
Okay. Hey, bro, let's kill this honky bitch.
So you just commit to black. You just go,
Yeah,
I'm
go,
with you.
come on, man, you and me, jive turkey. When I did my first comedy festival thing, that Montreal thing.
What year was that?
Fuck, I don't know.
Like 87?
Yeah, I don't know dates.
Yeah.
But it was around there. And
How long had you been doing comedy at that point?
6 months.
Really?
Yeah, but it was Canada, so we got a home
So that was like
court thing.
In American years, that's 4 years?
No, I'm saying because the Montreal Comedy Festival was in Canada, we
Right.
had a quota
Yeah.
to fill.
Oh, right,
I would never have gotten on it if I was in the States. But so I got my 5 minutes, just wrote. That's the way I used to do comedy. I'd memorize every fucking word. And so I had it all figured out and shit, right? And so then I go there, I meet Sinbad, right? So I didn't know who Sinbad was. And he goes, he's completely relaxed. I'm all
He's wearing
thinking about
some sort of one-piece outfit.
He did. He did. His hair matched his shirt.
Yeah.
And they were both orange.
Yeah.
So then he said, he was just so relaxed, and he said, hey, let's go. I got to get some socks. So we go to this fucking store, right? When we first go into the store, there's no one there. It's a small store. So there's no one there. The lady's in the back.
Yeah.
So the lady takes a minute to come out.
Yeah.
And he's like, where's that lady? There's nobody here, And I'm like, yeah. And so he comes out, he gets his fucking socks. Nothing happens, right? So then that night at the gala, I do my carefully constructed material.
Yeah.
Sinbad comes out. He goes, what the fuck is going on? No, he doesn't swear. He goes, what's going on with these stores with socks? I'm like, holy shit. And then he's like, you go in the store and there's no one there. And then people are agreeing with him. I'm like, what? It didn't make none of it made any sense except that he destroyed and I didn't. That's when I realized that I was missing a whole bunch of stuff, because I guess at first you think you're good and stuff like that.
No, you are good, and I think that the fact is, really, if you were to look at it in another way, that if people are able to do an impersonation of you, that means you have a defined style. Whereas, like, I guarantee you there's not a lot of people that can do Sinbad, though you did just do a pretty good one.
I was trying to do it as unracist as possible.
I've been searching for what's missing, but the answer.
One time on Def Comedy Jam, the guy goes, you got the do-rag? He goes, I fucking my woman, and I don't want to answer the phone. Oh, shit, it could be a job, and then after you take the do-rag, you wipe off your dick with the do-rag, and I'm like, no, I don't do that. But everyone in the audience is like, yeah, we all do that. We all wipe our dicks off.